Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. Here at Daring Beefcake I have this Volvo V70, no, this is a Volvo XC70, a 2008 model, and I'm gonna show you the location of the fuses in this car. So luckily I have the manual, so first I'm gonna show you the manual and where the fuse boxes are, and also the list of how the manual lists the fuse, each fuse and its amperage. So we'll have a look at that, and then I'll physically show you where the fuse boxes are. So let's begin. Okay, so I've got the manual here, and I'm actually today here with the car because the car refuses to start. But that's another issue for another day. Anyway, let's have a look at the location of the fuses as it's shown on the manual here. So it says here, engine compartment. There is 3 sort of slots with fuses. You can just see there on that drawing, 1 here, 2, and 3. And also, if we have a look at the fuses here, there will be some relays as well on these fuse boxes. There are fuse number 1 to 7 are on the side. They're a bit hidden, so you have to sort of remove a cover to see those. Then you have these fuses here, and then you have these ones here. So they're all numbered, as you can see, 15, 20, 16, 27, 24, 21. So number 1 refers to this slot here and this here. We'll have a look at that. Number 2 refers to these ones here, and number 3 here, number 14, well, 12, 13, 14, 8, 9, 10, 11 are actually underneath this box here. So we'll have a look at that as well. It says here, these fuses are located in the engine compartment box. Fuses in 3 are located under 1. So you sort of have to pull out this one to get access to this. And it just tells you here as well that fuses 16 to 33 and 35 to 41 are of the mini fuse type. Fuses 8 to 15 are and 34 are of the J case type and must only be replaced by an authorized Volvo workshop, it says. So, and then fuse number 1 to 7, 41 to 44 are of the MIDI fuse type and must only be replaced by an authorized Volvo workshop. So then you have a list of all the fuses. Great, it's kind of raining. So fuse number 1, number 2, 3, and so on. This is the list here, and you can see the amperage on the side. So have a look at that list. You can pause the video, and if you're looking for a specific fuse, because if you ask me what fuse is for what, I will not know by memory, so just have a look at that. Okay, so let's move on to the next fuse box under the glove box here. So glove box is there, and there's a little cover there which you remove, and then you get access to the fuses. And this is how they are numbered. One starting on the left there until fuse number 28. And again, we have a list from 1 to 28. So have a look at that. And with that, we can have a look at the next fuse box here. It's in the cargo area. So that's gonna be fun because my rear back door doesn't want to unlock. So if I can't unlock it, I won't be able to show you the physical box, but you can see this is a state, obviously the XC70 is a state, and you can see where that drawing is showing you where the box is. That will be the fuses there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until number 12. It looks like there's what it says here, module A, module B, module B, and module D. Now it says the fuse box is located behind the upholstery on the left hand side. So just have a look at the numberings there. So I'm not entirely sure what they mean by A, B and D here, but maybe having a physical look will help. However, as I mentioned, I might not be able to access those because I can't open the hatch, the rear hatch at the moment. So nevertheless, here's a list of the fuses as you saw. So I do hope that helps in any way. So let's have a look at the actual fuse boxes now. So I'm gonna start with the engine one and show you the three that are in there. Obviously, if you get your bonnet open, mine is already open and getting wet, but the sun has come out a little bit now because I was doing some work here. But also my air filter box is not here at the moment, but anyway, this is where the fuse box is. You have to remove this cover here. You just press on that clip and take the cover out from the bottom there, and that's where your fuses are. So you go, they refer to 1, 2 and the one underneath 3. So I'll show you the one underneath, but you also have, so you have 3 fuses here, and obviously these are spare fuses here, and then you have these ones here, which if you were to look for this, you have to sort of open that bit here. You have to lift this bit up, which you might need a screwdriver. Okay, as I was saying, you have to lift this cover out. In order to lift it, you need to push this. There's some little clips here that you need to push them back in there, and then you'll be able to take this out. So have a look at those clips. There's one there and one there. So those are spares, as we said, and these are the fuses, and they are listed on the manual as I showed you. So that goes back in there, and obviously, yeah, you have those two clips there as well. And then what I did here, in order to take this out to access the bottom fuse box, I removed this 10mm nut here, and then you will have a number of clips. You have this clip, this one, there's another one in here, and there will be another one here. So there's just a few clips around, and then you'll be able to take this cover, this fuse box up here. It is a little bit difficult, but you also want to take this one out, because otherwise it doesn't let you pull it out. So there we are, the whole thing comes up, and there's the those hidden fuses in there, and also a couple of relays down there, as you can see. So if you're manipulating this, there we are. And then all this goes back in there. So you will need your two hands in order to fit this back. So there you have it. You have 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm gonna try to open the boot, but no guaranteeing anything. Okay, just put it all back together. So before I attempt to boot, I'm going to show you the ones on the driver's side. I just need to unlock that door. By the way, there is a little key here which I didn't show you, and also there's a little list of the fuses there, but there's a little key here that help pulling fuses out. So you can use it for fuses. Let's have a look in here. So if you go down here, if we look up here, there's that cover there. If you remove that cover, you have those fuses there. And I actually wanted to check one of them, the fuel pump. So we had, according to the fuel list, it was fuse number 22. And so you have in here the numberings. So 1 to 14, and then 15 to 28. So if I want to pull number 22 there, it's a fuel pump. It's also shown here. And it's a 20 amp fuse. So it's gonna be one of those yellow fuses there, number 22. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 is this one here. Right, just gonna check that. And that fuse looks fine to me. But that's how more or less you can find your fuses and pull them out. So the rear one, as I mentioned, it will be on this side, but unfortunately I can't open the boot. Okay guys, so I come on a different day, and I was actually able to open the rear hatch, which I was unable to open on the previous video when I was doing the location of fuses. So I take the opportunity now to show you the fuse box that is sitting in the back of this car, and it's basically behind this cover. If you remove this cover out of here, that's where the fuse box is. And again, there are some relays there. I don't know what this wiring is for. Whatever it looks like they had something extra connected here, but in any case, those are the fuses there. Looks like there's a diagram in here as well, numbering the fuses, but you could already see those on the manual. And again, there is a relay in there, and then there's another fuse box in here. So there we are. Well, it's one fuse box, but they just covered with these little covers here. So that's where your fuses are. And having said that, I've been able to open this rear hatch, which I don't know how does that fit in there exactly. Well, anyway, car is broken, everything is broken at the moment in this car, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be trying to fix any of this stuff because the car is diesel. I live in the ULEZ zone, so it is looking like I'm gonna have to scrap it. And well, if anybody needs anything before I scrap it, do let me know. Well, I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm heading in that direction because I can't actually start the car, and it looks like the fuel pump is working, but if it wasn't working, that fuel pump is a pain in the ass to remove. You actually have to cut a hole in the back seat. The only other way is removing the fuel tank from underneath, but where I am at the moment, it'll be very difficult to get this car up and get that tank out. But anyway, as far as location of fuses goes, this is the video, and so I hope it helps, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you for watching.